Hi there, it's Stacie Tatera, the Milwaukee Medium, and today is Monday, July the 30th. And I, Spirit Team Angels, are going to be doing your angel card reading for the week of July 30th. Hope everybody had a good weekend and that you were able and are still weathering the full moon eclipse energy. I've had numerous people reach out to me to let me know that they're feeling the energy, trying to find ways of weathering the energy, how to stay grounded. A lot of people, including myself, I think I've napped every day all weekend because I felt a little extra tired, more so than usual. But there's a lot going on. There's a lot of things going on for many of us. So I am and have asked the angels to give us some insights around that with this week's angel card reading. And I'm doing the butterfly oracle card deck for life changes because there is just so much shifting and changing going on around us. And a lot of it is very good. There's no question about that. However, it can sometimes be a little bit challenging. So with that said, I cannot believe it's the last week of July, the last few days really, because August starts on Wednesday. So first card is always representative of the first part of the week, second card representative of midweek, and then the last card, which just popped, is for the end of the week. So let's see what the butterfly oracle cards have to say to us. This is a lovely deck. I use this often when people have a lot of changes going on with their lives and they're looking to make heads or tails of what's happening. I have personally been seeing a ton of monarch butterflies, a ton of butterflies around. I went down to the lakefront and meditated and did some prayer this morning, and hummingbirds and butterflies and just lots of beautiful symbols and signs and nature around us. So I hope you're noticing that too. So the first card is motivation and a monarch butterfly. This is a beautiful card as we're in the first part of this week. I think that the message is that we need to stay motivated even if we're feeling a little tired, a little worn out, a little not sure how much more we can deal with or do to push forward. It's digging deep, finding that motivation to stay the course and keep going. Because, you know, there have been so many changes for many of us. A lot of people pursuing different avenues of career, job, personal relationships. And sometimes we get worn down. And I feel like this card is really kind of like, don't lose that motivation. Don't lose that really positive forward moving energy. And I really feel that this card is speaking to that regardless of how you're feeling and you feel like you want to give up or you want to take a break, and maybe taking a break is a good idea. However, don't lose your motivation to continue to move forward movement. Okay. Next card is windfall. And another monarch butterfly, which is quite interesting. Beautiful flowers. Windfall, typically what this card means is that we have some good things coming in a windfall kind of way. Positive blessings, positive movement forward, but in a really great, really awesome way. So this is a great card because it's reassuring us that if we stay motivated, that's when our hard work is rewarded and we reap the benefits of all the hard work that we've been doing or we're in the process of, moving towards, right? So the windfall for me and how I see this card and this message is really about wonderful things coming into your space and your energy. I do feel like this is something that we'll be seeing more in that August, September time, which we're ready to shift into that right now. But a windfall of good, positive events and abundance. And I think the other message is remembering to stay grateful, regardless of what space you're in. If it's that motivation and you're digging deep, trying to, maintain the forward movement, is to remain grateful for that and remain grateful and have gratitude towards anything coming into your space if it comes in a windfall. The other thing I'm getting is that there might be some things that could feel a little overwhelming to you. And what they're showing me, what my team is showing me, is that, like I said, it might feel a little overwhelming. It might be some stuff that's coming in, but it's all good stuff. Things to sort through, things that allow you to have choices and options in terms of what direction do you want to move into, right? So there might be a lot of choices and options, and it may come at once, but it's in a good way. So don't allow yourself to get too overwhelmed and worked up over that. Spiritual growth, another monarch. So what's funny is there are lots of different, I'm just pulling some cards, pictures of butterflies on these decks, and we pulled a monarch for every single card. And that's what I have been seeing personally, and my daughter too, my oldest daughter Gracie, loves the monarch butterflies, and that's a really important sign for her. So it's kind of cool that all the cards this week are the monarchs. The spiritual growth, I don't know if I have to really say much about that, but I will. We are spiritually growing. We are doing a lot of work. We are pushing forward with ourselves, with our relationships, with family, with work, with career, with our spiritual path. And we are in a pretty intense movement of spiritual growth. Now, what they're also saying, the team is saying, is that we've got a lot of planetary stuff going on. We have Mercury retrograde. There's some other planets that are retrograde. We've got eclipses. We're in that eclipse season, and we have another eclipse coming up on the 11th of August. So this is that time when we really want to stay grounded, to use the energy to our advantage. All of these, what I call energy segments and windows, we want to make the most of this time. And I was having a conversation with a good friend of mine this morning about that, is that we've got to make the most of these time segments. And so when we're in that lunar eclipse full moon period, are you journaling? Are you writing down your intentions? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you trying to be clear about what direction you want to be in? Are you asking for help? Are you remaining grateful? That's all very important. So it's a good time for us to grow spiritually. The other thing I'm getting around this card is that this spiritual growth is going to be consistently happening from now until you probably make your transition home. This is something that if you're in this personal process of spiritual growth in your own life, this is a time to embrace and to understand that we have checkpoints along the way, right? So when we're on a journey or a path and we're on this spiritual path, we have wins. We have those aha moments. We have those moments that can be a little bit challenging, but we are always, again, that forward movement, and that spiritual growth does not stop. It will be with us until, again, we make our transition. And even as a soul, once we're on the other side, we continue that growth through love and compassion. So I think that this is a really interesting week, and I like these cards because it is discussing the life changes that we're experiencing, changes, adjustments, new paths, different ways of looking at things. And I think this is really exciting. The energy has been for many challenging. And so for the next 2.5, 3 weeks with Mercury in retrograde, I want everyone to feel positive about this retrograde because we tend to get a little freaked out about it. And it's what we make of it. It's what we set our intention. It's telling Mercury and asking Mercury, hey, work with me here. Help this to be a really beneficial time segment for me and my life. You can do those kinds of things for yourself. But it's a reminder to stay motivated. If things are coming in fast and furious, don't allow yourself to get overwhelmed. Stay in gratitude. Understand you have choices and options, and the universe is helping you with that. And then we're in this constant state of spiritual growth with checkpoints like, oh, okay, I know what that was about. I feel good. I learned that. and then we move right into the next set of lessons, if you will. So just be patient with that process. So really very good cards, very helpful cards, I think, as we're, navigating the current energy that we're dealing with right now. And it's an exciting time, and I hope that everybody is feeling good about what's happening around them. The way I kind of keep tabs on what's going on is, based on the readings that I'm doing, the clients that I'm seeing, the Reiki sessions, and people talking to me about different life experiences, where they're at, what they're looking to do. And, I have clients that have made incredible progress just in the last year of having Reiki and energy healing sessions and recognizing how they can change their life and the benefits of being on this spiritual path and this spiritual journey. And it's wonderful to see. So be patient with the process. Know that it is an ongoing work in progress for you. And it's not a competition. It's not about comparing yourself to other people and what they're doing and where they're at, because we really get caught up in that in society. And it's just about embracing where you're at, doing what you feel is right for you and your family in terms of, your children, your spouse, whatever that looks like for you, and honoring that. And that's very important. So thank you so much for tuning in this week. You can find me at MilwaukeeMedium.com, Stacie Tatera, and on Facebook, as well as Instagram. On Instagram, it's Milwaukee Medium 44 or MKE Medium 444, and then on Facebook, Stacie Tatera, Milwaukee Medium. We do have our Spiritual Foundation class this Saturday. Our class is full. I'm hoping in the next week to 10 days to announce the next date for this class, because this is a class we had to kind of cap RSVPs. And next time, I'm hoping we'll be able to have more people in a venue that can hold that many people. So if that was something you were interested in taking part in, keep an eye out, because we'll have another date for the fall, I'm hopeful. So at any rate, have a great rest of the week. Let these wonderful cards and messages kind of sit with you and see how that resonates for you. And just enjoy each day, okay? Thank you so much for watching. May you have a great week, a blessed week. Remember to invite God and the angels and your spirit team in to help you to navigate each and every day. And remember to be grateful, okay? Take care and have a great week.